guys, just preparing my motorcycle now. Just having a minor check. Whenever you're traveling and you have already traveled after your servicing and everything is done, then again, after doing around 2000 kilometers or 2500 kilometers, depends on your motorcycle, there are some minor checks, especially with your motorcycle. That is, if you have a radiator or an oil cooler, you have to check your oil, tire pressure, chain which will, after using for a long time, what happens, it stretches. So we need to always make sure that your chain link and the tightening of the chain is always perfect, and your radiator coolant and your engine oil level is perfect. And after doing yesterday off-roading trails, so I need to check all my nut and bolts. So let's go and have a pre-check before we start IBW. First and foremost thing, before you start your motorcycle or start working on your motorcycle, you need to always look at the things physically. You lose it. So I need to tighten this nut to make sure that everything is in its place. Handle movement, tire pressure, and physical inspection of your brake pads. Then you need to check, after seeing the movements, making sure all your T-stem bolts and everything is fine. Then you have to check your wheel movement. It should be free. जैसे अभी ये free घूम रहा है ना, without any distortion, or it is not holding somewhere. Then another thing what you need to check is the bend on your rim. If your bend is perfect, there's no bends. Second thing is your brake pads are good enough. Yes, it is dirty, but can clean up after a couple of more kilometers, and it's not making that much of sound. Then comes the radiator. That we'll check at the last, once we have a fill up. Once we fill the radiator fluid, that I checked yesterday. I didn't show you guys. So now we'll go to the rear wheel. Here you need to see the swing arm movement, and again the free rotation of wheel. It's not getting jammed. Third thing, to see what is the lag what you have, and this is the center of your chains. So it is a bit loose. Then you look at this, and ये अभी पूरा टाइट किया, पूरा टाइट करने के बाद भी मेरी chain loose है. So I need to tighten a bit, maybe 2 to 3 mm, and so I don't get that jerk feeling. Then your chain sprocket and cushion rubber movement, your brake pad physical inspection. Because now it has been parked in a level surface on its center stand, we need to check our oil level. Engine oil level looks great because this is the marker and this is the lowest, and it's in between. So engine oil level looks good enough. Apart from that, next is electricals. When I say electricals, it means your running meter console, your EFI fuel pump, then your high beam, low beam, buzzer, auxiliary lamps on. Then comes your indicator working. It's working good. Working. It's working. And the kill. Then you need to see the tail lamp if it is working. If you're alone, you can just keep your hand for a bit of distance where you can see the brake light. What's there to work on now? So I've boiled down to one level where I'm focusing on my radiator coolant, which is very low, and this particular auxiliary lamp. These are the two things, and the third thing is my chain lag. I need to tighten up my chain. These are the three things which I need to execute it now. So I'll be prepared to enter IBW with the Triumph guys and enter the just go and do some fun ride on the trails. See you then. Majority of time to fill up your radiator reserve can, it is tough for us to reach out to that, or we have to remove a lot of plastic. To cut down that, I made a jugaad. That's a water bottle and a pipe. So whenever I compress this, the coolant comes out. And whenever I have to, means if it is too much, I can suck the coolant back. It's a nice jugaad. So I need not have to remove all plastics, and similarly I can see how much of coolant is going. Chain tightening. अगर आपके पास वर्नियर ना हो, but you need to know exactly how much you need to tighten up both the sides, which is equally tight करना है. So what you can do is you can always take a broomstick or any kind of stick which can break. Just clean it up. So this is the measurement what I have got, and what likable my chain tightening what I like now. So if you look at here, keep it on the edge and see straight. Yeah. So what I have to do now is, then I have to move this and to support and see, is it the same position what I want, what is measured on the other side. Hi guys, people ask me what do I wear for my riding gear. So this is my Evs Knee Brace, which I've been using for a pretty good time, more than 2 years. It protects you from unwanted injuries and hyperextensions of your knee. क्योंकि पैर है ना, see, when you look at your leg, and this is your ball joint, and when you're riding, holding the bike, obviously if you're wearing a normal knee pads, you don't have anything to hold. If you look at here there is padding, so I can hold the vehicle tight, and at the same time when I'm stretching my leg, it is like a bionics, where it moves with my body ergonomics, and at the same time it doesn't hyperextend more than this. It supports me, so it doesn't overdo things. So there is lock over here which I can put inside. So my legs are from my knee, till my shin. It is protected. Upper body protection. I have my elbow pads, my shoulder pads, and my knee brace, which I have already seen. With that, the next comes my shoes. So for shoes, I wear a Alpenstar Tech 3, which is a trail riding boot. So you have got good amount of flexibility. Yeah, if you are the first timer for a motocross shoes, it is uncomfortable, but once you get used to it, this is the best. And why I use a off-roading boot and off-roading gear, and preferably use all the motocross stuff. What you can do is you just Google or YouTube motorcycle riding, motocross racing accidents. You check that, the kind of impact and the kind of hits this particular gears can take, and the comfort level, but because you can wear it, it is completely 100% ventilated. Yes, in the colder times, what I do, I have a jacket for water, which is a waterproof and wind resistant, and I have a pant which is somewhere there, which is waterproof, which comes over the boot, which I can wear it on top of my riding gear when I have to do waterproofing or prevent myself with cold weather. That's it. And apart from this, what I have is my chest guard, what everybody is talking about. This one, it's a hard chest guard, so it protects me from back and front, so none of the sharp objects, let it be sharp stones or rods or anything, doesn't penetrate my vital organs and puncture them. So this, I wear it on top of it. Hey guys, now we are with the Tramp line up. So after a few minutes, when we are waiting for some more riders to come, and once all the riders are here, we are going to ride together to the venue to show how Tramp is all about. What is Tramp family all about? So guys, we have got two people. One is Mr. Tiger, actual Tiger, Mr. Preetham Holi, and Prasanna, who is the general manager of our Tramp service center and an old friend. And Preetham Holi, about Preetham Holi, sir, I think so I need not have to introduce to majority of the Tramp riders. Reason is, he rides an Explorer. And so, can you just tell about your Explorer?
One of the best machines I've ever ridden with. Clocked about 58,000 kilometers in 16 months. Very proud of it. Enjoyed just about every minute, every kilometer on it. I don't think I would have enjoyed myself this much on any machine from any manufacturer. Done just about every place in India. The fastest Golden Quadrilateral, the fastest Kanyakumari to Kashmir, Bhutan. Thanks to Prasanna, given me a fantastic machine. I still remember the first time I dropped off my bike for service and I asked him, can I ride? And he says, you can ride to Mars and back as well. So probably if we have a road to Mars and with Prasanna's machine, I definitely can. Junaid's been a good friend, good well-wisher. So wishing him all the very best.
Same to you, sir.
Do Bangalore proud, do all of us proud.
Same thing.
Thank you.
And let's come to Prasanna. Prasanna, we know each other since the KTM times, and now he's with Tramp, and he's been helping me out with all my. I'm telling you, I always call him up and eat his head regarding spare parts, and whenever I'm in trouble, the first call which goes to is Prasanna, and he has always. I thank you Prasanna so much for always helping me out with my problems.
There's one thing that I would add. The day Prasanna, God forbid, quits Triumph is the day I put my bike on sale.
I won't sell it, but I won't be riding a Tramp for sure.
No. As I always said, I'm just doing my job.
No, that is where your modesty comes in, but I think you're doing more than your job, and that's why you're a friend than Triumph service or personal or whatever.
Because he himself is a motorcyclist and he rides and he travels, and that biker brotherhood, I think somewhere which makes us to do one step extra.
Absolutely.
Right? Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Let's rock with Tramp in IBW. So, we are with Vijay Parmar, sir. He himself is a Tramp Tiger XCA owner.
Yeah, that's right.
So, how do you feel to be a part of Tramp?
See, the thing is, when I started training people on the Triumph, at that time I didn't own an XCA. I owned a KTM and a BMW, but not a Triumph. And then after doing the first 2 or 3 training sessions, I realized that there are many things that you can teach others because of what you experience on a bike or a particular model and things like that. And it was only once that you start experiencing your motorcycle that you can actually talk about stuff in a more knowledgeable way.
In a avid way.
Yeah, and also then your credibility is more because then people understand that you've experienced the same thing.
Yes.
So you're able to convince people to do or not do certain things in the training sessions.
So that's what we have got from the avid rider, Mr. Vijay Parmar, and hopefully we'll get a chance to cover raid also this year.
Yeah, absolutely. You should come for that.
And
hopefully you should be riding it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, sir.
You're most welcome, Junaid.
and also perform.
This festival, we are turn like the way you take. It's like if I put skates on your feet, how to react to fingers. Hey guys, it's like गाड़ी का height है, सीधा जा सकता हूँ. I can go straight, but to take a turn because the height is not that much, and I can't take this particular route also.